We are here in your house sports after dark. It's Manny D.
Fat Sam.
Your boy Vassos.
So we have some breaking news. Well, not breaking news. It's breaking news. What? 3 hours ago. We
Yeah.
have to deal with Tubi. We'll be streaming on Tubi live. It's not playing. We're not there yet. I'm in my mansion right here. I'm still in my mansion.
We're gonna be streaming off of Pornhub.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. So the backstory to the mansion pick, right? I've been telling you I've been house sitting for Cliff Kingsbury because he's been interviewing for jobs. So that's why. That's the truth. Y'all caught me. Nah, seriously, appreciate y'all joining us. If you're joining us, if you're not, then you suck and you're missing out. In Your House Sports Facebook channel, In Your House Sports YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, share, notification bell, do all that good stuff. We have our recent Rogue Media episode that was posted on Monday. Goes over the divisional games. Seems like centuries ago now. But yeah, go check it out.
Yeah, we promise Sam's not going to pull Jason Kelsey right now. We promise.
Oh man, I should have started off the show.
You should have started that way.
Man, we got use for real.
Man,
your wife would be mad. She'd be like, "Oh, why are you showing all them women? What I get to look at?"
I might have to do that, man. You know what? Let me see. What would be our next live show? Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday? Next week?
Probably Tuesday, maybe.
Tuesday. Okay.
We're gonna have to do the old viewer discretion's advice.
Hey, it's after dark, so it's okay.
Yeah. Have Chip Drill playing in the background.
Funny story though, like the first one. That's like the first song. Obviously, everybody remembers from. You know what song was on BET Uncut one night, and the first time I've ever heard this song was Alicia Keys' "Falling."
Really?
That song, yeah, it was on there. I was like, "What the hell is this song on there?" I'm like, "Damn, this song's catchy." She blew up like a month later.
It's like I stayed up till 2:00 for this.
Yeah, ruined my Saturday night.
Hey man, the only time that didn't come on was on Sundays.
Yeah.
Or Saturdays because of the Lord's Day.
Manny got all emotional. He's like, "Damn, they would hit me with this right now."
Yeah, I was like, "Man, this song's jamming." Like, oh,
he's like just ruined the whole vibe of this show.
My peanut butter and toast.
Had to put up the lotion. Like, hold on.
Got some toast bread. I'm going to bed. Yeah, it was weird. That song was on. It was really like literally the first song came on. I just turned it off every day. I went to bed. All right.
With your bed blue balls.
That song really got me thinking, man. What am I doing?
It really did. Went to bed, just hurt. But anyway, besides that,
the more you learn, boys and girls, the more you learn.
The true breaking news that happened, Rob, maybe 4 hours ago now. Jim Harbaugh accepted the head coaching position at the Los Angeles Chargers, which means we could see Kellen Moore's dumbass off the sideline now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he wanted to bring his defensive coordinator too from Michigan.
Yes.
Was he bringing both, or was he just bringing one?
Mentor, right?
Mm-hmm. I thought I'd seen somewhere that he was trying to bring the OC with him too.
Well, I'm thinking Michigan's trying to keep him. Want to make him the next head coach. Would that be the obvious thing to do and the smart thing to do?
Yeah,
especially to beat Ohio State. I mean,
since he's already done it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I was, of course, good hire.
Oh yeah.
What if Keysbury goes over there with him?
That'd be very, very, very good.
Yeah.
That would be smart on his case.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about Kingsbury. And it's like, hey, it was almost like he was hidden. And then once one team interviewed him, everybody's like, oh, yeah, we forgot about him.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Oh, you mean that guy's still available?
Yeah. Cause he was at USC. He was like an analyst or something like that, QB coach,
Yeah.
analyst, whatever. And then like with the Bears interviewed him, Steelers, right? And I guess now the Raiders are looking at him right now. I mean, it's almost like he was forgotten. And everybody's like, "Oh crap, we got a young quarterback you can work with."
Yeah.
So
I would stay far away from the Bears if possible
yeah,
because they really dropped the ball. They could have fired Eberfucker. Was it Eberlist, whatever his name?
yeah, some.
And they could have got Harbaugh, but they're stupid.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, if I'm Andy Reid, because the Chiefs' offense wasn't too great this year. I mean, they're still winning, but if I'm Andy Reid, I'm calling him. Like, come on, you know this guy. You know Pat. Let's go.
Yeah. And where's Eric Bieniemy go with Washington situation?
Who knows?
I mean, maybe he gets the job
Yeah.
because you haven't heard anything out of Washington, have you?
No, nothing.
Who's about interviews for head coach? Nothing.
I don't know if he interviewed for it. I want to say he did, but I feel like Washington will go for someone proven already.
Washington is like has always been like Dallas, where they want to go with the big splash, the big name.
Well, I mean, but too, you got Washington is basically rebuilding as a whole franchise right now.
Right,
So-
right. But part of that ownership group with Magic Johnson, like I said, they're going to want to try to land a splash
You
name.
know, that's like somebody.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
who's out there that? I mean, I guess Mike Venables, right?
Vrabel.
Vrabel.
Yeah, Vrabel would be a good name. Probably be a good way to start, if nothing else. I don't know. They can always call Urban Meyer back.
Steve Spurrier come back.
Right.
But you got Vrabel, you got
You got Pete Carroll out there too.
Yeah.
that's right. You got
Heinz
Belichick.
Ward. Heinz Ward's not in the UFL anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got Brian Flores, who's not getting any kind of job opportunities.
No. I mean,
I'm sure it's because of the lawsuit.
Oh
Yeah.
heck yeah!
it's possible, but also, I mean, he did a decent job with Minnesota's defense, even though they weren't very good to begin with.
Yeah.
They went from like 31st to like 29th in total defense.
But you look at Harbaugh's situation with the Chargers, you got Justin Herbert there. And we remember him saying if he went to the NFL, he would pick J.J. McCarthy, right? But, man, you go to the Chargers, you got a 25-year-old quarterback who's potentially a franchise quarterback. He's locked down until 2029. So that contract's there.
Yeah.
Potential all the way around. Like, the Chargers are, like, I think, Vassal, you said it's like the best landing spot for him before make this decision. And we always talked about the Raiders because we just felt like he fit with the Raiders. But
Mm-hmm.
it's probably like the best opportunity he had, and he was smart to take it now.
Right, because I mean, it was the best choice available because A, he's already got a history with the franchise. B, they've got the franchise quarterback already in place. They have certain key pieces in certain areas, so it to me it made sense.
Yeah.
I mean, they have enough to win now, to at least get to the playoffs and win one or two games. I mean, last year was just crazy in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then just lose. A big comeback. But no, I mean, so they got the players.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he probably didn't want to go to a whole new rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll
And
see.
plus, the bar was already set so low with Brandon Staley, so
Yeah. Yep.
You know who he reminds me of? Terrence and Phillip from South Park. That's who Brandon Staley reminds me of.
hey, buddy.
And you have all that. Like I say, you have all that talent there. So obviously, I'm interested in seeing like how much control does he have over decisions with the GM, because that was like one of the main issues with San Francisco is he butted heads with the GM at the time. Like, give this man some kind of say.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, if I'm a GM, I guess if you're a younger guy or if you're not a veteran GM, I can see if you're a veteran GM, you're gonna want the head coach to do his thing. Like, yeah, hey, gotta, especially if he knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, you're gonna make my job easier. Who do you want?
Yeah.
But you got these younger GMs who, want to make a name for themselves.
You got to find that because you got the old GMs that are set in their ways,
Mm-hmm.
and then you've got the new guys that are trying to prove themselves. So it's like you got to
Yeah.
find somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and those new ones, like I said, they're out there to make a name for themselves. I don't know. If I'm a GM, I might be like, Harbaugh, what do you want? Who do you want? Let's make this a team effort. We're going to fail together. We're going to lose together. I mean, win together.
Yeah, it's like who do you want? Fail to get? Yeah, that's probably going to happen the first. They'll make the
Yeah.
playoffs next year and get out in the first round.
It's crazy looking back. I didn't realize he was in Michigan for 9 years.
Seemed
Are
to
you
fly.
serious?
9 years. That's how fast this went.
Is
Oh my
is that the
God, that's
longest place he's been a
crazy.
head coach?
Yeah.
That's wild.
You serious? 9 years.
He spent 4 years with the 49ers from 2011 to 2014. And after
Took him
that,
to what? 3 NFC championships?
I believe so. And he left the Niners with a 44-19-1 record.
Yeah.
So, man, it's crazy to see that.
Hey, 9 years. That is crazy.
9 years. So, I mean,
And it wasn't until the past 3 years he started whooping the shit out of Ohio State.
Was it 3 years or 4 years, something like that?
I think it was once Ryan Day took over. I think.
Yeah.
So about 3 years.
I'd say Ryan Day is the happiest man alive right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good hire. Good pickup.
Yeah, solid hire. I've always been a
Heck
hard.
yeah. Heck
Did
yeah.
you see the Twitter or the Chargers on Twitter? They changed their profile picture.
Yeah, that with the headsets on that.
Where he's like,
I tell you what,
they made sure to crop like here to where you can't see the M in and on his hat as well. They just cropped it to where it's just right there on his face.
I tell you what though, I honestly believe you're going to start seeing more Chargers fans now.
Heck yeah.
I think about the ones probably around San Diego. The ones that probably like I ain't going to no damn game. Probably see a hire like this, like all right, we got to make some games now.
Heck yeah.
So it's going to be
Yep.
economically. I think they're going to get the return on investment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm interested to see who his staff's going to be, and how the draft's going to go, and
Heck yeah.
going to make. They're in the AFC West. It's going to be interesting division. You got Sean Payton, Andy Reid. Who else is there? My mind just went blank.
Antonio Pierce.
Yeah, Antonio Pierce. Duh, he just got hired. So I mean, it's a hell of a coaching staff,
Yeah.
coaching crew up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be weak anymore. So,
No, because Denver's going to get better. I think Vegas in a couple of years, if Antonio Pierce surrounds himself with the right people and they make the right decisions, they're going to be interesting.
I mean, for a while, the Chargers were the only team that had beaten the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
In a regular season game.
Did y'all see some people are saying that there's a big chance that Wilson is going to be a Raider next year?
Really?
Yeah, they have. That's their prediction. I forget who it was. But that's their prediction that he will be signing with the Raiders. Look, I don't know.
Can't see
He's
him
too much-
fitting.
Can't do it. I can't see it. He's too much of a good boy.
Oh, they're going to be shitting all over him, that crowd.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! There. Well, no, that not just him. What's their linebacker or defensive line guy? Crosby.
Yeah.
He's going to be on him.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, man, Peyton was right.
He'll be calling him little ass boy the whole time.
Yeah, I think Antonio Pierce ain't going to put up that crap either, man.
No.
Nah.
Antonio Pierce might punch him in the face.
Go ahead and find me.
Yeah.
Antonio Pierce looked like he coaches Bishop Sycamore. He looks like that guy.
I like Antonio Pierce. I think he's gonna do a good job there. Honestly.
Yeah.
I'm glad Mark Davis actually did the right.
Listen to his players. Yeah.
Seriously, that's good. That's a turning point right there.
He read the room and realized it ain't always what I want.
No, that's how you have to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how you have to be. But yes, obviously the Michigan, and I think Michigan fans understand. I think they understand. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, he it's almost like, hey, I got your national championship.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I mean, that was kind of the double-edged sword right there. It's like if they get the national championship, they almost like assume he's gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 98% chance that he's gone.
So now you have Ohio State, getting all these players on their roster. Ryan Day is probably literally on a hot seat now because of this.
Heck yeah.
You got all these players on your roster. You have Harbaugh leaving. Yeah, he lost to Coach Moore, so if he stays at Michigan. But, like, mofo, it's time to go undefeated and win it all next year.
You got to at least make the playoff.
Yeah, something.
You got to make the playoff, and you've got to go into the second round at least.
Oh, yeah, because it's 12 teams.
Oh, yeah, because 12 teams next year.
Yep.
Second round.
Dude, that's a lot of pressure.
You got to go 17-0, motherfucker. Like,
Man, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. It's nut up or shut up for Ryan Day at this point.
It really is.
He's literally made his career off of Urban Meyer's players. And now that it's his recruiting class, it's like, all right, what you got?
I think either way, even if they make playoffs and they don't win it all, I mean, let's say they go to the second round, they still lose. I think he still gets fired.
Yeah.
Just like
if they lose to Michigan.
If they lose to Michigan, you think he'll get fired as soon as they lose to Michigan?
No. I mean, like if they make the playoff, they lose to Michigan and still make the playoff, I think, and if they lose in that first round, he's done. That's 4 in a row.
I say next year, it's all or nothing for him, even if they do beat Michigan. Because it's like, man, we gave all these players this money for what?
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I mean, the expectations are high over there.
Heck yeah.
And he feels it. You got Lou Holtz, and you're responding to Lou Holtz, and you're feeling the pressure.
I wish I could do a Lou Holtz impersonation, but I can't. For some reason, I want to make him sound like Bill Cosby, and I'm like, that's not even close to how he sounds. It either comes out like Bill Cosby or Dusty Rhodes. There's no in between for my Lou Holtz impersonation.
No kind of Lou Holtz there. I'm interested to see what happens. I'm excited for Harbaugh. Like I said, big Harbaugh fan, and see how the Chargers go. I honestly think they're going to go up from here. Like they're going to be a playoff. They have to be.
They're going to be what the Bills were coming into this season. It's like they're going to be that favorite. They're going to be the one that everybody's jumping on that bandwagon.
Yeah. So give them a couple of years, though. They'll be contending for that AFC West for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the Chargers job now. And we talked about the Raiders, Antonio Pierce. We talked about that. Still have Atlanta, Carolina, Washington.
Well, Carolina just hired a GM, which he'll probably last one season.
Yeah. And then Dan Morgan's football operations?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't mean shit. The Tepper's there, like you said, and they're gonna last one season. Like,
yeah, it's just so it's. I don't know. I don't even know who would want that job. Like
the names of people that are getting linked to it are Ben Johnson, Bobby Slowick,
rookie head coaches, right?
Yeah, they're like coordinators, is what.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There was one other coordinator. I cannot think of who it was off the top of my head. Somebody said threw Dan Quinn's name out there, but I'm like, he ain't taking that interview.
Nah.
What isn't Quinn linked to the Seattle job, or is he staying at Dallas?
He's still linked to the Seattle job, but
That's right. Seattle's another one still have their job open.
they haven't announced anything. So
Feel like it's later than usual for a lot of teams not to have a coach right now. But I can see too after the Super Bowl, they might want to speak to certain coordinators. Will make sense.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you got Adam Gase still out there, who's he's the guy.
And I think the most attractive jobs right now are Atlanta and Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Gase would do this. All right, Tepper. Let's go with this.
My first move is I'm bringing Jay Cutler out of retirement to mentor Bryce Young.
I'm ready, Carolina.
You'll have someone go in there and actually plan him for the demise of Tepper, do the cocaine video.
God.
I got him.
Sign on the dotted line. You said do this line right here?
No, sign the dotted line.
Oh,
my bad.
Well, we were talk on this paper. All right.
Oh, this was chalk. I thought we were on whiteboards now.
But who else is out there that you will hire? You know what I mean? Like I look at Mike Vrabel. That's somebody I would want coaching my team. But what's stopping him from getting the job, or what's stopping Pete Carroll and Bill Belichick? Age, I can see, yeah, but still,
I think he would. Vrabel would want a little bit more control who leaves and who stays because of what Tennessee did to him.
Yeah, he won't want to go back in that same situation.
Yeah. It's like I'm going to want to say who stays and who goes.
Yeah.
And so that could be it too.
I mean, at this point, it's Bieniemy.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's not going to get the Washington job, he's been on he's been looking for 5 years now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Well, I mean, I think one of the things that was holding him back is what they were saying because Andy Reid was doing the play calling.
Yeah.
That's
he's got one season of play calling under his belt, which their offense wasn't terrible at times, but it was very hit and miss.
Well, it doesn't help too. It doesn't help that Sam Howell was sacked 62 times this year or something like that. The most this season. I mean, that doesn't help at all.
No.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. Like who else is out there? Is no one from college because that would have been a done deal already. Well, I say that, and Harbaugh just got hired, so Jimbo Fisher.
Yeah, but
I'm coming out of retirement, bitches.
But then there's Harbaugh though. He had choices.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? So I think you are right. If it was somebody college, they would jump on it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, Belichick, Carroll, Vrabel, they're out there. Bieniemy's out there. Flores is out there, but we talked about the lawsuits probably could prevent him from getting the job.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see an NFL coach like currently with the team go to another team. We ain't seen that in a while. You got John Gruden out there still.
Which he's. I mean, they've been talking about that. There's a couple of teams looking at him.
Yeah,
they're thinking about pulling him back.
And there's Jay Gruden.
Oh God. He has beef for RG3 right now.
That's funny. So I don't know.
Yeah, there's not I guess big names, unless there's one that we're not thinking of. I mean, unless somebody's going to give Cliff Kingsbury a head coaching position.
There's always that option too.
What about David Shaw, former Stanford head coach?
That's right. I forgot he left Stanford.
Yeah. I always figured he'd be an NFL coach one day.
His program has always been pro style anyway. So
yeah, I mean, look at Stanford. I mean, he took over for Harbaugh and did a hell of a job for what they have to work with at Stanford. I don't know. I mean, because I look at the Lions
into the draft.
Yeah, I look at the line staff and the Niner staff. I mean, you got some good coaches, but are they ready to be head coaches?
Everybody keeps saying Aaron Glenn, and I'm like,
no, his defense just started improving this year.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, maybe another year or two. And then you look at Kansas City.
Nah,
he ain't gonna be another head coach again. And then you got
Nagy?
Christ,
Nagy?
the Ravens. But I don't know. I'm sure the Ravens have a diamond in the rough in their staff somewhere.
Yeah, defensive player or defensive coach, because that defense is crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Somebody will pop on and be like, "Oh yeah, that guy. Forgot about him." Be Bill Parcells. Yo, get Jimmy Johnson the way he was fired up at halftime.
Right.
Man, you ain't lying, man.
So I don't know. So obviously we got the games coming up this weekend. Got the NFC and AFC championship game. You have Buffalo, who they don't want to win. Yeah, we ain't trying to do all that. We ain't trying to go title game, go Super Bowl and lose. But you got
they take the dramatics out early.
Yeah, they're like we'll do the white right now.
We'll save y'all the disappointment.
Do y'all think teams are like legit curse?
I mean, it took 100 years for the Cubs to break their curse.
I mean, you look at the Portland Trailblazers in the NBA. You look at the Buffalo Bills. Like you said, the Cubs, the Red Sox for so long.
The Guardians.
Y'all remember Florida State, Miami? Every game would end right as well. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Right in the 2000s? Like, this is what the hell?
Choke at the joke.
Yeah.
Nah, I just think, man, you got some players who can handle pressure very well. You just got some who just piss down their leg.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's just what it comes to it. I mean, if we, looking at the Bills and Chiefs game, one, why would you fake punt and give it to what's his name, the guy who died,
Damar Hamlin.
Damar Hamlin, yeah,
The Undertaker.
yeah, the Grand Reaper. He just killed the Bills. But I mean, why would you run a fake punt, 4th and 5,
in your
own?
Apparently the reason is he made a check to the sideline. Kansas City only had 10 men on the field, and they gave him a check back, so that's why they ran the fake.
But it's 4th and 5. It's not like it was 4th and 1.
True.
And so the ball's on 4th and 5.
Yeah.
Your player's at least 3 yards back. So you're looking
and you call a run at that.
Yeah. And so you're at least looking 4 and 8.
So is he usually on punt coverage like that?
Mm-hmm. Apparently he's either the personal protector, because I did look into it. I saw some videos or articles and stuff like that. And apparently that's what it was. Is he normally either plays personal protector when he's been activated this year. He's either been the personal protector or he's been a gunner or a wing on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't understand why you would do that. They're lucky the Chiefs fumbled in the red zone that play.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what, because people were saying that it was rigged and all that stuff. Like, the Chiefs fumbled in the red zone. I mean, both teams were playing hell of good. I mean, you got Kelsey with 2 touchdowns. He hadn't caught a touchdown since week 11.
This is one of the first games that Josh Allen didn't turn the ball over.
Yeah, man. He had like, 54 yards, 55 yards?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that dude's a big mofo. You couldn't get him down with anything.
I still hate that they run him. Like, I don't like it. Like, I understand I don't have a running game.
Most definitely, yeah. I mean, he ran too much.
Yeah.
He ran too much, but
he has gotten smarter about taking hits. He'll get down versus trying to run people over. And I think he's
but of course
he's been made aware. I think McDermott said next time I'm gonna strap a vest to you. And
I mean, but Josh Allen, I mean, he was just like, you know what? Let's just I'll put the game on my shoulders. Let's go. Let's go
back
do
to
this.
back to the fake punt. So you got to put on the coaching staff. The coaching staff could have just said, "Hey, I know
Most definitely.
no, like let's punt it. Let's try to get you got 10 men on the field. Do our best to try to get them as close to the end zone you can, and maybe have a muff punt or something or a fumble, whatever the case may be, because you have somebody extra fleeing down. So it's got to be on the coaching staff.
Either that or you don't call that fake punt play. You don't call the run. You go back to the punter and he throws it.
Because like you said, they're lucky if they fumbled, but the time. I mean, it took time off the clock, obviously.
Yeah.
That was still early in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I don't know. But you gotta. I mean, the Chiefs play calling was great. I mean, they played well. It's just the Bills, man. I honestly, even though I picked the Chiefs to win, I was like, if the Chiefs are gonna lose, they're gonna lose to the Bills. Because for me, throughout this whole season, I just felt like the Bills were the better team, especially towards the end.
Yeah,
I was like, the Bills are a better team, but Mahomes got that dog in him too. And the Chiefs were just playing well.
Got that frog in them.
Got that frog. Like I said, Kelsey hadn't caught a touchdown since week 11, and he caught 2, and even threw up the heart. Even threw up the heart.
You got Jason ready to jump out on the field, and
man, hold on, Rook. Have y'all seen those AI generated Taylor Swift?
Yes.
They got too much time on their hands, man.
I was like, boy, y'all are some freaks. God dang it.
Y'all motherfuckers ain't Jesus.
I was a damn 10-year-old doing it in his room. Then you have so you got the Chiefs advancing to the AFC Championship game. They'll be playing the Ravens, who defeated the Texans.
Man, it looked like exactly. Second half.
It was tell of two games. Missing that field goal at the end, I think really killed our momentum going into that second half. We just didn't come out with that same fire, and at that point, Baltimore was like, "All right, we shook all that off. We got all the rust off. All right, let's go win this game." And they put the game in Lamar's hands, and he said, "All right, I got this."
Lamar's so damn good.
Yeah. It for me, it looked like Houston just kind of ran out of the gas.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just almost like once Lamar started getting some runs in and stuff, like, crap. Where do we go from here?
Yeah.
The defense was on the field way too long, and the offense just was out of sync. I don't want to say it was a weather game, because it wasn't. Just the offense was out of sync. Guys couldn't get open.
Yeah, the Ravens defense is the Ravens defense.
Man.
And they didn't miss tackles. That was the biggest thing, is they did not miss tackles. The Browns missed tackles. We played the Colts. The Colts missed tackles. And Baltimore didn't. Yeah. In Baltimore, when they hit you, your ass went down.
Man. Good.
But it's hell of a year from Texans, though.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Hell of a
exceeded expectations big time.
Yeah, for sure. So you have the Ravens and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. I'm going with the Ravens.
Still going with my prediction. I go with the Chiefs. Plus, I got 40 on them.
Ooh.
So I've picked against the Chiefs the last 2 rounds. Do I dare make it a third? The script says no. The script says no. But damn it, you fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You ain't gonna fool me a third time. We're gonna see Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl.
It's what they want.
Man, but I think if the Chiefs wins this game, if they win this game, they're winning the Super Bowl again. If the Chiefs beat the Ravens, they're winning the Super Bowl. Because that especially if Mahomes plays well, Mahomes is going to be on that Brady level. I feel like he's almost there, but He's getting to that Brady level right now.
He's been a start for what, 5 years?
6.
6, and he's never fell short of the AFC Championship,
Mm-hmm.
which
He's
is
a
wild.
beast, man. What, 3 Super Bowls?
3 Super
Yeah.
Bowls, 3 times where he got eliminated in the AFC Championship.
He never be better.
Manny, remember that time when we did that show at your house, and I said I wasn't sold?
Yeah.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Man, I was an idiot, boy.
If it makes you feel any better, I didn't want to draft Patrick Mahomes because I didn't think he was going to be worth it. Because there was talks about Houston trading up to get Mahomes instead of Deshaun.
Yeah. I mean, you weren't the only one. There's a lot of people that thought like that.
Yeah.
But hey, he never beat Baylor though.
Never beat Baylor. Never beat Baylor, no. He ain't that good.
Yeah. Great.
But Mahomes, man, he's on that. He's getting close to that level. But I really believe if they beat the Ravens, they're winning the Super Bowl no matter who they play.
Where would you put Andy Reid as greatest all-time coaches in the NFL?
Right under Belichick, number 2.
Like what that man has done in his whole career. Same thing with the Eagles. They reached what? 4 or 5 straight NFC Championship games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one Super Bowl, right?
Only got the Super Bowl once.
Got to the Super Bowl, yeah, and lost, but still.
But that's when T.O. was hurt that game, wasn't he? He was playing hurt.
Yeah.
T.O.
Hey, my guy Clint, what up?
Hey.
But yeah. He did a hell of a job at Philly. They fired him prematurely, but hey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was a lot of factors that went into that. The fact that he attached his wagon to Donovan McNabb, who at that point had kind of started going downhill.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fact that he never had a run game, which again was partially his fault.
Yeah.
Well, was it him who benched McNabb to play Vic, or was that Chip Kelly?
No, that was Reed. Reed brought in Michael Vick.
Right, but who started Vic? Who benched McNabb for Michael Vick? Which coach was it? Andy Reid or was it Chip Kelly?
I think it was Reed.
Was it Reid?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when Michael Vick went off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just
got a second win.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, that is true. He was the master of
not
managing the clock correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of that had to do with not having a run game.
Mm-hmm.
Having 0 run game, he had to throw it. So
yeah,
he was leading it.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. And even once, it wasn't until this year and the end of last year that they actually started to develop a run game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
y'all going with the Chiefs. I'm going with the Ravens. You have the NFC Championship game. You have the Green Bay Packers lose to the San Francisco 49ers. Hell of a game.
Man, heck of a game, man. That game was so good. It was back and forth. I mean, Green Bay had them on the ropes, man.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers was firing up the Twitter real quick. He was like, "This motherfucker, I swear to God."
the love machine, man. That dude was just, he was going off. It's just that
dedicated last pass to Dak. He was like,
yeah,
I'm gonna be Dak.
He says, I'm gonna go like a Packer quarterbacks before me. I'm gonna throw across the middle of the field and get us out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
The thing is, it was only second down, and you had 2 timeouts left,
and it's pouring rain.
Yeah, it's just like, he could have ran, turned the corner, ran, and maybe got 2-3 yards or ran out of bounds.
Yeah,
one of those. But he tried to make a play.
Also, he threw it, and it's like if Greenlaw didn't get it, Warner was going to get it because they cut the route off. Both of them cut the route.
Yeah, yeah. It was just a bad play, man.
Yeah.
Definitely a young man's mistake.
Yeah,
that is a very interesting.
I think so. I say that because I don't like Aaron Rodgers. Obviously,
Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't say he's overrated. Regular season he does well.
But people said that about Peyton Manning too.
Yeah, he's a regular season champion.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you go. I just wouldn't say he's overrated. I mean, if you look his last couple of years in Green Bay, I mean, really didn't have nobody but what, Devontae Adams? Well, you had Aaron Jones, I guess you could say too. But they needed more weapons as well.
I will disagree with that.
Nah, heck nah.
You can say
he definitely fell off the cliff hard his last year.
You can say Brady didn't have that many you guys.
True. But you had a group of guys who were bought into the system though.
Yeah.
That they were not worried about money. They were worried about winning.
Now Rodgers is worried about his money.
yeah. Like everybody on that Patriots team with Brady, man, they were worried about winning. The legacy.
Yeah. I mean, I think Rodgers, if he doesn't at least get to another Super Bowl, I think he goes in that category of like Brett Favre. Yeah, they were
or Dan Marino.
Very good. They were very, very, very good, but they weren't great. Yeah. Now, if you say I got one game, would I pick Aaron Rodgers? Depends who the other guy gets first. But he's definitely in that discussion of guys that, hey, if you need to win one game.
It's one of those, like, are you going to let Kobe take the last shot or are you going to let MJ take the last shot? Are you going to have Aaron Rodgers drive you down the field or are you going to have –
You got 2 minutes to drive down the field.
Yeah.
You're either picking Brady, Aaron Rodgers. He was Manny.
Elway.
I was going to say Tony Romo.
Yeah.
Tony Romo was underrated and overrated at the same time. There's nobody like him. He was overrated and underrated.
Yeah. But you had San Francisco win a hell of a game. Deebo Samuel's out for the NFC title game.
Did they already rule him out?
Yeah, they ruled him out.
I know they say he missed practice today.
Yeah, they ruled him out. Well, we'll see. Maybe they're just saying that, and it'll be a game time decision pop up. And then you had Detroit beat Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, man.
They made it tough.
Yeah, they're like that gnat that won't get away, you know?
I hated Baker Mayfield in Oklahoma. But, man, I'm a fan of his in the NFL. Like, I really am.
Yeah.
I mean, because even with the Browns, he took the Browns to the first playoff in a long time and won. Won one game?
Mm-hmm. One game and then almost beat Kansas City.
Yeah.
That was when Mahomes got that concussion.
Yeah. And then Then he goes to L.A.?
Carolina. He went to Carolina, got cut, and then he went to L.A.
Yeah, then he went to L.A. And then, I mean, all the studying plays.
Yeah.
And I remember watching that game last year. And, I mean, he went out there, man, and he balled out. I mean.
I think he earned himself another contract with Tampa.
Oh, they're going to
of multiple years. Of multiple years,
yeah. They're going to give him about 4 years. And he deserves it. I mean, he is.
Yeah, he took over for Brady and just
exactly
playoff. No big deal.
Heck yeah! I mean that he definitely has that dog in him. But
I did like when C.J. Gardner threw the ball back. I said when C.J. Gardner-Johnson got that pick off of him and threw the ball right back at him, and then went on IG after the game. Now that's some shit talking right there.
Yeah.
So now you got the Lions and the 49ers. I want Detroit to win so bad. I really do. But I think the Niners are going to win this game.
Man, Detroit, man, you talking about it. All those guys are dogs, man.
It's going to be a
physical game. I think it's going to be a physical game.
And they play at night, right? They play at 7?
5:30.
I think they got 5:30. They got the late game. Mm-hmm. And, that's going to be a game. So, who do you got, Manny?
I'm going with 49ers.
I got to stay with my prediction. Oh, not 49ers. Got to stay with my prediction.
I think everybody wants Detroit to win, just because I think majority of those are Cowboys fans, and they don't want to see them get number 6. And I think a lot of that too is just because people don't believe in Brock Purdy or they don't like Brock Purdy. One of multiple reasons, and they want Detroit. Which Detroit is the Cinderella team coming into this weekend. So naturally, they're the underdogs. Plus, they've got Eminem. They're like, all right, we got Eminem, so we're going to cheer for him.
Eminem and Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
It's gonna be a hell of a game.
I have to stick with the 49ers. I mean, I'd like to see that happen.
The fact Detroit's in an NFC Championship game, though.
Before Dallas.
Yeah. Like, this is great.
Dude, it's just Coach of the Year definitely has to go to Dan Campbell.
Yes. And
has to go.
I love the fact, because I don't know, you guys remember whenever he got hired, we were all on board. We were like, hell yeah. Press conference, we loved it. The media, of course. Oh, this is Stevie.
Shoot, not only that, freaking was it Jamel Hill saying this is who they picked over qualified black coaches or something like that.
Yeah, they judged off his press conference.
Yeah.
That's the kind of
I mean, and it wasn't just her, it was everybody.
Yeah, everyone did.
And to be fair, those first 2 years, they were terrible.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at that point, it seemed like a justified comment. And now that he's turned it around, the past 2 seasons they put in, it's like, no, I mean, they were patient. They did not go the typical Detroit route.
Yeah.
So.
But.
Because last year you saw the turning point. It was coming.
Yeah.
But,
but man,
they played spoiler to Aaron Rodgers last year in Green Bay. So.
Yeah.
It's man, it's going to be 2 great games, man.
I mean, you've got good choices. I mean, you got Dan Campbell, you got Kevin Stefanski, D'Amico Ryans, you've got all kinds of different guys.
Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year, yeah. You've got those 3 at least. I just had to highlight that one because, that was what I was thinking too. But no, I mean, you've got a lot of good choices. I mean, look at you can even put John Harbaugh in that category.
Yeah,
you could rename that the damn Mike Tomlin Award. I mean,
I think I forgot about D'Amico Ryans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that'd be. I think hands down, he'd be one of the top ones. Thinking about that now because of what he inherited. Yeah, he got a good draft class. He got Cedar Stroud, but even then, it's like, how's he gonna perform?
Yeah, that's true.
So,
that's true.
Yeah, it's going to be a good championship game.
Yeah. Going back to this one, I just want to say I think he ends up in Atlanta, especially if Belichick lands there. That's where Kirk Cousins is going to go.
He's coming off the ACL, correct?
Yeah.
No, it was Achilles.
Achilles.
That's right, Achilles. He'll be back next week.
Hey, apparently, I mean, he called Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, if Minnesota doesn't re-sign him, he's going, I think, to Atlanta.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, you have Atlanta, you have Oakland, who's going to need a quarterback. You have Denver, who's going to need a quarterback.
He's got choices.
I think Sean Payne would choke out Kirk Cousins too, though.
I don't know. Kirk Cousins. I mean, you like that? You got that dog in him.
Well, I don't know. Sean Payton might be choking him and asking, "Do you like that?" And Kirk might say yes. It's always them quiet ones you got to worry about.
That's true. So we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. It's winding down to the end of the year. Sad times, but so we got. Let's switch gears. Got the Royal Rumble. But before we talk about the Royal Rumble, WWE Raw hit a 10-year, $5 billion deal with Netflix to air Raw starting January 2025. Again. For some reason, I mean, call it whatever you want to call it, but
Netflix can sign us for 10 years, $100,000.
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
It feels like WWE always does something different, and they're going to pretty much pave the way. Because what I read on one of this guy on Twitter who's like into all these, sports business stuff. He said the NBA, NFL, all these other leagues are going to pay attention to see how this deal works, because that's going to be the future. Pretty much is the streaming, obviously.
Yeah.
And so them hitting live Netflix.
Yeah, and this is not the first for Netflix, or this is not going to be their only live. Like they're planning on doing sports live too. Like
they want to do that. They've done comedy specials live. They want to venture more into the live route, much like Amazon has done. Which surprisingly, I was shocked they didn't make a bid.
Well, no, they did make a bid for it.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. They had a lot of people bidding, like, of course, Amazon, of course, Warner Brothers.
What was the Fox bid? Was it? I mean, when they got SmackDown, was it $3 million or $3 billion?
I don't even know.
Think so.
I don't remember. I think it was like $3 billion. So the fact that they topped it for their flagship show was crazy.
And the concept basically because Netflix is the number one streaming service platform out there still.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk about losing subscribers all you want, but people that watch, they're like, I'm not gonna get Netflix. Yeah, you are. Shut the hell up. You don't have it.
Especially if you get major sports that's going to go to Netflix.
I'm talking about a wrestling fan that just watches wrestling and they watch Raw and USA. They're like, I'm not gonna get it. Yes, you are. You'll get Netflix to watch Raw.
Especially if it continues on the trajectory that it is right now, with all the way everything is kind of hitting right now. As hot as the WWE is, if they carry this momentum into 2025, yes, you will.
And obviously, they're going to have more content on there, producing more content on there.
Yeah, documentaries and all that stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I'm surprised they haven't done this yet. Going back to the cartoons.
Oh, you're talking about like the story time cartoon, or are you talking about like
a legit? They had the rock and wrestling back in the day.
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah. That's
I'm surprised that story time was great, but I'm surprised they haven't like targeted more children-based things like that. I'm just throwing.
I mean, they did the Scooby-Doo thing with.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Hogan go to the moon.
It's too dark up there for Hulk's liking.
Yeah, so it's a major deal.
This is setting up the future right here, man.
Yeah, we talked about too. It's not right now. As of now, it's Monday night, right? But things can always change. Nick Khan said they got 10 to 11 months before the deal actually goes. For sure.
Yeah.
And everything can change from then. I honestly feel like they're going to change the day. I don't think it's going to be Mondays anymore.
Yeah.
The only thing I could think they could do is to, I guess, maybe test it out within the first few months to see how this works. Start out on Monday nights in January, or maybe delay it. Start maybe like on Tuesday or Wednesday. Come back after football season is over, put it back on Monday nights, and then maybe move it back. See how that works.
Yeah. And I think too, like, a lot of people are thinking it's not going to work because they kind of see what Thursday Night Football on Amazon does. But man, they put sorry games on those.
Yeah.
It's just like put some primetime games on there. Put some real primetime games on there and see what happens.
I think it depends on what I don't think they're going for that type of content, but it also WWE is much bigger than they are now. So I think they'll go back to some forms of that. I don't think they're going to go back to like the broad panties matches, as much swearing as they had, and some coherent storylines. And they're not going to go full Vince Russo. And
yeah, they'll have a little more leeway with verbiage, but it's not going to cross the line.
Yeah,
they're not going to be like AEW where they say shit every other promo.
Yeah,
and everybody goes, "Oh,
yeah." Every now and then they may drop a like a Christian Cage where he's go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Then also there's talk of them making the presentation more sports centric with Kevin Dunn being gone now. It's gonna be a lot of positive changes, I think.
Will they deliver that? Unlike Tony Khan.
Oh, they will.
Yeah.
They will for sure.
It's different because you've got Nick Khan who started out as a sports agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of has knowledge of that.
That man, I've seen multiple people report that he is one of the most important acquisitions in the past 20 years in WWE.
Oh yeah.
Because what he's done, like
Yep.
all the deals he's made and all these, like moving the premium live events to Saturdays, all this stuff.
Yeah. Which is
at first I really thought that was going to be a bad idea.
Same here.
I really did. I thought that was a terrible move. I thought maybe you move the big ones to Saturday night. But goddamn, I'll be the first to admit I was wrong.
Same here. And the 2-night events, I was like, hell no. The WrestleMania 2 nights, no. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah. Because think about it, man. All these wrestlers want to be on WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, hey, we could get y'all on, but it's gonna be 2 nights. But then you're talking about 2 sold out crowds.
And you're talking about the guys at main event. You'll get a main event payday. Main event night 1 or night 2. So there's double the money to make there.
You don't have us sitting through 7 hours of just pain.
Yeah,
man. Heck yeah, those were the worst.
Yeah, so big deal, obviously. And then The Rock got appointed to the board of directors, and he owns the Rock name now.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's great for him.
The man's got his fingers in everything. He's got his own football league. He's got, now he's on the board of directors.
And part of the deal is for the next 10 years, he is licensing his name to WWE to use.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to get returns on that.
The man is he's just printing money at this point.
And we mentioned it yesterday, I think, right? We were talking about it yesterday. Like, who would have thought? Us old ass men now, right? The Rock and Triple H are executives, and then you got Shawn Michaels also, who is writing for NXT. Long-term booking, like you said, Fat Sam. Long-term booking.
Yeah.
Corporation Rock.
All we need now is Stone Cold as CEO.
Who?
Stone Cold as CEO.
Shoot, stun Vince McMahon and sit in his office.
That's what they should have did at the press conference. Just had Rock hit a rock bottom on Vince while he was there.
And I think too, with this transition, Rock is going to be the man out in public now when it comes to WWE.
Yep.
Like Vince McMahon, and you'll have Nick Khan, Triple H, and The Rock. They're going to be the ones that are going to be out there promoting.
And what's crazy too is just how much of a media tour The Rock has been on since what? Beginning of this year, the end of last year?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
With UFO and everything. So it's going to be interesting to see. We have the Royal Rumble coming up, as we mentioned, Saturday night from Tampa, Florida. So we're going to give our Final Four predictions. You want to do just the men's and women's, right?
Just do the men's and women's.
So I'm going to start off with the women's, ladies first. So my Final Four, I'm going to have Bayley, Becky Lynch, Jade Cargill, and AJ Lee.
See,
I would mark out.
Bayley, Becky Lynch. I want to say Nia Jax. Shoot. Man. Asuka, maybe?
I'm going to say Bianca, Jade, Becky.
About Bianca. Yeah.
That fourth one's tough. I'll say Nia. I think Jade will be the one to toss her by herself.
It's a good problem to have when you're thinking like, who the hell's going for? I just think Charlotte's not even wrestling right now. She's hurt. And,
she's already walking, which is crazy.
Yeah, seriously. So you got the Mans, which is another one that's going to be tough, which is good. A good problem to have.
Yeah.
Especially when you give the report that was just leaked out today.
Oh, that's so stupid.
What? Oh, I missed it. What happened?
So apparently, according Sports Illustrated, who has no people writing right now because they're done, they're fired. According, they said that according to sources within Triple H's creative team, that it's going to be Gunther and Seth Rollins, and then
Gunther's going to squash him.
Yeah, and Punk and Rhodes at WrestleMania.
Nah.
Yeah, stupid. They said other outlets said Triple H was pissed off about that report because it makes him look bad.
Triple H?
Yeah, he was pissed.
I bet he was.
Yeah, he making him look bad. He's not even. That's not even something they leak out personally. But I think the last four in the men is going to be Gunther, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. Man, I'm trying to think of who's all there. And Jey Uso.
At this point, I'm thinking there's got to be somebody on SmackDown.
Yeah.
In the Final Four. But they're all involved in the Roman angle, which is probably going to go on last. So it's like, ugh.
I got AJ Styles. No, wait, hold on. Backtrack.
Yeah, see, they're all in the Fatal 4-Way.
Let me see. Well, we know Rhodes, Punk, Gunther. Man, that last one. That last one's difficult.
Very difficult.
Man. Sheesh, man, I don't even know. Who else is on?
Yeah, that's the thing is they haven't had a whole lot of people declare,
which is great too.
Yeah.
You got Damian Priest.
But too, because you would think the three that possibly could win the Royal Rumble is in that Fatal 4-Way match. So that almost takes everybody off of SmackDown almost out.
Yeah.
Unless you're kind of thinking way outside the box. I would say Braun Breaker, man.
That'd be a good run.
Yeah.
Because you still got Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley. I mean, you got all these people, man. And who knows who else is going to show up?
Yeah.
What if Big E was able to come back? Can you imagine the pop he would get? Oh my God, that'd be Edge caliber right there.
Yeah. Now you know what? If they were going to give an NXT guy the rub, you'd make it Trick Williams in the Final Four.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh man.
Punk, Cody. I almost don't want to say Gunther because I feel like that's just the way to get him to drop the IC title, but I'm going to say Gunther and Brock.
Brock eliminates Gunther or Gunther eliminates Brock. Now, is this their feud started?
I think so.
It'd be great.
I mean, especially if he doesn't win it. If Gunther himself doesn't win the Royal Rumble, I mean, at that point, you got to do something with the Intercontinental title. You either going to have to drop him before, or you're going to have the, Hogan Ultimate Warrior, title for title.
Brock for the IC title would be very intriguing.
Oh man,
it would show how much that title means.
I was thinking that the other day.
Because Brock can go in there, eliminate Gunther, and it's like I want you for that title. Like that'll put so much relevance that it really has already because Gunther made it so relevant. Quickly, do you think Seth Rollins drops the title at Mania and takes this much needed time off?
Yeah.
I think before this, I would have felt like he would retain it and then get into a feud with whoever he is, and whoever feuds with him will win it eventually. But I think now Mania, he
could still retain it and then lose it to Money in the Bank cash.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
all on Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, because I feel he needs to go take a break.
Yeah, he needs to pump the brakes.
What's that Japanese dude's name?
About Okada?
Okada, yeah. Man, that'd be nice if he make his debut. If WWE signs him, I'm like, hey, just get into the Royal Rumble. Get in it.
That'd be a good way to debut him.
Well, I think his contract ends in April, right?
No, I thought
No,
it ended
it's up.
already.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's just working.
Yeah. So the New Japan contracts are all January to January.
Okay, but he's just finishing out.
Mm-hmm. He's finished out whatever commitments he's got. I think next month is his last, or this next month is his last.
That'd be great if he popped up.
Yeah. Getting back to this, we weren't ignoring it. Wrestling biopic. Eddie would be a good choice.
Heck yeah.
The Guerrero family would be a great one. You got the Guerreros.
Hey, this is where the Netflix thing comes in, though.
Yeah.
This is where Netflix comes in.
True
and
that.
makes these biopics. Eddie Guerrero, hell, even Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, they're already making the Vince McMahon one right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And my idea is like, how do you get bigger than Vince?
Yeah. That's tough.
Yep. But I mean, shit, Eddie Guerrero, man, that would be a nice one.
Do the Guerrero family, the Funks,
the Hearts.
The Hearts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And of course, all the Samoans.
Oh man, yes, definitely. You have to do that.
I mean, that's freaking 4 seasons right there.
That's
20 episodes, 4 seasons.
28. Dude, that's a lot of seasons.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Made by Dana White.
So this is going to be very interesting to see what happens. But I'm excited for the Rumble. Like when you have a year when you just don't know who's going to win because you can go either way.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. It's a great problem. Yep. I would not want to be Triple H.
No. But, I mean, you wouldn't want to be Triple H to have to make that decision. But at the same time, that's a good problem to have, like you said.
Yeah. He knows what he's smart, stacking up the roster and making everyone seem relevant and everyone. He's in so many feuds, and it's like, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is coherent. It's not just
thrown.
Yeah,
because that Punk Rhodes promo, man, it went like this, and just like holy shit, like.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that is a program, especially if Cody isn't going to win the belt, and if it is going to be Rock.
Damn, anything Roman. One motherfucker shows up in the Rumble.
I mean, if it ain't Rock and Roman, I mean, if it is Rock and Roman, then
I honestly think that'll be next year. That Mania.
It has to be with no title.
See, I don't think it has to be for the title.
No, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to. It doesn't need to have a title.
No. Man, but if you take this year, and I do think it's going to happen next year. I think that as well, because you got to build this. I mean, it has to be built like Cena and The Rock was built that whole year. And, every once in a while, Rock shows up to SmackDown and does a promo. And then, Reigns answers back. They got to take the whole year to build it.
Well, that and you can have the pressure building on Roman that he's got to make it to the next WrestleMania to face The Rock with the title. And say he trips up at, say, SummerSlam or the Royal Rumble, and Cody beats him.
Yeah.
You think they're going to stretch Cody that long?
They could. I mean, they could.
I mean, it could be too. Like even after WrestleMania, Roman wins and The Rock comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I can more or less see Roman losing and then Rock comes out and. Kind of
Roman's got to get his heat somewhere.
Chastise Roman something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's ways to do it. Or Rock pops up at the SmackDown after WrestleMania, and Roman loses, and then he comes out and.
I think if Rock comes out, tries to pat him on the back, say, "Hey, you did a good job," blah blah blah, kind of puts him over and then kind of brings it back down to earth. But this is why, you went on an incredible run, but you're not me, blah, blah,
but
blah.
You know what WWE does so well is what could happen. I can see it. is at the end of WrestleMania. If Roman does lose, is right. You give Cody his moment, does his thing right, and they're gonna have to include Roman at the end. It's a big deal. They're gonna have to pan to him at the end. Rock music hits, and he just looks at him. Don't say nothing. No one says anything. Just look at each other, and it ends like that.
He raises Cody's arm, and just looks at Roman and shakes his head.
Yeah, like
or that, or he goes in, just looks at Roman, looks at Solo, and
takes that delay, takes it away from him or something, and leaves.
Yeah,
something.
At least with Solo and
something, and don't say do that and walk out like, holy shit, what just happened?
Or he just grabs it from out of Solo's hand or Paul's hand and puts it on himself and walks out.
Yeah.
Have The Rock tell Heyman and Winston to let's go.
Because they do that visual so well. They do those so well. Like so, I feel like Rock's gonna be at the end of WrestleMania. He'll be there.
Yeah.
I think though, if he tells them to go, then he turns heel.
Who, The Rock?
And I think that makes The Rock look like the heel.
Well, of course.
But I just can't see them. Not right now, at least. Like I can't see him being heel.
Because think about it, you got a whole year to make Roman Reigns a babyface.
Do you make him like a vulnerable heel to where, when at the end of this, when the feud's coming to the match, that Roman he's by himself, to where like Roman's by himself, to where the family literally starts breaking down. So when he has his match with the Rock, it's literally just him and the Rock. No Heyman.
Oh, I think so. That's got to be it.
And he gets that baby face after the fact.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's him trying to make good after that. Like he takes time off, comes back, and so he's just like, I'm sorry.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
So many angles, man. You could do
that.
So
many. He's going to literally be part-time after that. He has nothing else to prove.
That's very true. He's never changed. The Rock has never changed his style. Kind of like Austin, never changed his style.
Nope.
It just
so many ways. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy.
We could be here for another 45 minutes to an hour talking.
Heck yeah.
Well, I appreciate y'all joining us, chiming in. Appreciate Clinton chiming in on the show. I love the interaction. Follow us on Facebook, In Your House Sports, and then also In Your House Sports, our YouTube channel. Click like, subscribe, share, comment, do other stuff. Hit the notification bell.
X. We're on X, Instagram.
X.
TikTok. You almost said Twitter again. TikTok. Get some good, funny outtakes on TikTok from us.
Heck yeah.
For Manny D.
That's him.
Your boy Vassos.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace.